Bonjour, hi Keto fam. My name is Evelyn and I've been living a keto lifestyle for the last year now. This video is for you guys that are thinking of starting a keto diet but are not quite sure of what is needed nutrition-wise and are wondering what you should buy. So I'll give you my top 10 list of items to buy to follow a healthy keto style diet. So apart from the staple basic from keto, which are eggs, bacon, and avocado, what do you need? Well, let me tell you. First, you need a good sea salt, or in my case, I love a pink Himalayan salt. Why? Because there's tons of good minerals in there that you don't get in normal table salt that's been processed. This is really good to keep your energy going and level. This will also help you fight the keto flu. So I highly suggest adding it to all your salads, vegetables. I know it goes against the grain that everybody's been telling you not to add salt. We're eating too much salt, which is true if you're eating a whole lot of processed food. But on keto, you're not. So feel free to add as much salt as you want. And you'll see it'll keep your level of energy steady and at a nice, comfortable place. Next is Unfortified Nutritional Yeast. This comes in like a flaky form and it tastes to me a little bit like Parmesan cheese. So I love to add this to my salads. It's very easy, it gives it a little crunch, and this is great for getting most of your vitamin B that are needed. So instead of taking supplements, this is a really higher quality form of vitamin B that you can get in your diet, which again is great for energy, your mood and things like that. So highly recommend it. You can find this in most health food store, or actually for all the product that I'm mentioning, where I purchase most of them is on Amazon. So I'll make sure to put the links down below so that you guys can check it out. So coming at number 3, they're actually not in order of importance, but this is just my little list. So greens, a lot, and greens. For me, it means spinach. So if you want to do healthy ketosis, no, it's not all about eggs and bacon. Sorry to tell you that, but it's mainly about eating your vegetables, specifically cruciferous vegetables, because they have a lot of nutrients in them, and also they help out clear up your body, clean up your body, and make it perform a lot better. So they're a must. Now, my husband can eat kale. I cannot digest kale for the life of me. It makes me bloated, so I avoid it, because if it's not good for your digestive system and if it slows it down, then you don't get the benefit from eating your greens as much. So spinach for me is a good one, but we highly recommend eating anything that's green. So collard greens, romaine lettuce if you'd like. There's just a little less nutrients in that than if you go for spinach and kale. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprout, asparagus, you name it, you can eat it. Celery is a good one too, cucumbers. So there's a lot of options to put into your vegetables. You can even buy microgreens, they're full of nutrients. There's a lot of good options, but you should aim to have one big salad every day if you want to follow a healthy ketosis diet. Now my next 2 items for me, they go together. So it's lemon juice and apple cider vinegar with the mother. Yeah, like your mom, the mother. But what is that? It's the little deposit at the bottom. I don't know if you can see the floaties. This is where all the good stuff is, all the good probiotic. If you buy an apple cider vinegar that doesn't say with the mother, it's vinegar. You're not really getting any benefits from it. The good stuff is the mother. So what I do is every day I put 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You have to shake it, obviously, to get the good stuff before using it, in a glass of water, and I drink it with one of my meal. It helps out your digestion, balances out the pH of your stomach, actually making it more acid and helping it to digest your food better. So highly recommend that. we're eating a little bit more fat on a keto diet. So this often for people that have gallbladder issues, problems digesting because of the fatty food that we're eating, even though it's healthy fats, this will help. Some people need to take that at every meal at the beginning of their keto diet. What's next? What's next? Okay, this is not one of my favorite one, but I've noticed specifically for women that it's a good one to have, and it is some form of iodine. It's very hard to find in natural food, but one that I found that was easiest to take and ingest is in sea kelp, and so seaweed basically. So I do two things. I buy the little sheets of seaweeds that are used like in sushi basically, but I eat them just as snack, or I crunch them up on top of a salad. It gives a little salty, crunchy taste. So that's one way I take them. And the other way is we bought this sea kelp kind of granulary powder form, and that is awesome to put in some shakes, primarily because this tastes really strong, and the shake kind of camouflage the saltiness if you don't really want to have that all the time and fishy taste that algae or sea kelp has. But why is iodine important in a keto diet? Well, iodine is really, really important to support your thyroid. And for women, it also plays a lot with your estrogen balance. So most women will have a little bit of hormonal issues. Iodine will be really good at helping that. Okay, now we're getting into the good stuff. So as far as nuts go, I love a lot of nuts, but I think for me, which one ring as king in the keto diet is pecans. So I normally will have at least 10 pecans every time I make a salad. And if I want a little snack sometimes, this is a good one to go for. It's a healthy, fatty nut, and it's just my preferred one. And again, for all my ladies out there, if you want to support your hormonal system, seeds are going to play a huge role in that. And seed cycling also. For women that have PCOS or polycystic ovary syndrome, which I do, seed cycling is something that I highly suggest you look into it. I'm experimenting with it right now. It's been over 6 months, and eventually I'm planning on doing a video with my conclusion and thoughts on how the process went, how it helped me, what did it change. But mainly, if you do not have a regular cycle, seed cycling is something that is supposed to help with that. So the two seeds that are most recommended are sunflower seed. I put mine in little canisters. I should give you a tour of my pantry eventually. And the other one are pumpkin seeds. So for each half of the month, depending on where you're at in your cycle, you'll use one of those. And seeds are great to top off on any salad. It gives a little texture to your salad, a little crunch. Salads do not have to be boring. If you're adding half of the stuff I recommended, your salad is very interesting. There's lots of stuff in it. And seeds are actually very healthy for you, even more so than nuts. I believe they contain less fat in it, so you're allowed to eat a little bit more. Another two kinds of seed that I recommend is sesame seed and flaxseed. Again, depending on which part of the month you're in, you'll use those. One thing that's important to remember about flaxseed, if you take them whole, your stomach, your digestion is not able to break it down. You will not get the benefit from it. So you need to grind it, and it needs to be fresh in order to get the benefit from it. So if you have a bag that's been in your pantry for 6 months, chances are you won't get all the benefits from it. So what I do is I keep them whole in this canister. When I'm ready, at my time of the month, I will grind some up in a coffee grinder, put them in a Ziploc bag, and use that for the following 2 weeks. Again, you can top them on top of your salad. Once it's grounded, you can also put them in a smoothie. That's really good. Sesame seed go well if you're liking bok choy or even on other steamed vegetables with a little bit of coconut aminos. That's awesome. And my last two staple is coconut oil. So one of the healthiest fat out there. For me, I think it's a must to cook with. And if you like fat bombs, especially if you're starting keto, a lot of them will use coconut oil. Love the smell of it, love the taste of it, and it makes us feel great. So make sure to add some to your diet. And last, but certainly not least, stevia, because everybody likes a little bit of sweetness. So liquid stevia specifically, I find that it's great if you want to add a little bit of sweetener in your coffee, or if you're making different desserts. I like to add it to sweeten my whipping cream. Yeah, it's just a staple. So there's a lot of different kind of sweeteners, but we can talk about that another time. So I hope this was helpful. This is all the top 10 items that I truly think that you need in your keto pantry in order to make it a success, in order for you to have a healthy lifestyle, a healthy keto diet, and enjoy the eggs and avocados and bacon that comes along with keto. I also eat those on a daily basis. So until next time, live happy, live healthy, and sugar-free. Au revoir!